So guys, something very special came in the mail today. So recently, I picked up an Oculus Rift. I've been very excited to pick up one of these for the longest time. And now, for a limited time only, they're having a summer sale, which the Oculus Rift plus the touch controllers are only $400. That's right, $400. Compared to HTC Vive's $800 price point, this is amazing. They started out at $800, dropped it down to $600, and now they're down to $400. So this is amazing. So I went ahead and picked one up, and let's go ahead and start on getting it unboxed. So the box is actually very nice. It comes with like this rope handle. It's very nice. It's actually pretty heavy, heavier than I thought it was going to be, which isn't a bad thing. So let's go ahead and start getting it out of the box itself. Alright, let's go ahead and get this opened up and see what we get inside. Wow. Presentation. Alright, so inside we get a few things. Right off the bat, we can see the headset itself. Wow, the headset's really light. Holy crap. Wow, that's so much lighter than I thought it was going to be. And then we also get one of these sensors that tracks your head and tracks the remote. So that's that. Comes with a very long cable, so you can position this very far away from your computer. Also in the box we get a remote, so we don't have to use the touch controllers, we can just use this. Very nice. Also inside we get silica gel. Yummy. Get an Xbox 360 controller. We also get something for our controller so we can use our controller wirelessly. Some batteries for our controller. And I'm not exactly sure what this is. It's just like the weirdest little thing. Okay, so I'm actually going to correct myself right there. This tool, this is a screwdriver. So this is meant for removing the headphones on the Rift. Alright, so the next thing in the bundle is the Oculus Rift touch controllers. Now this is a pretty nice packaging. Alright, so it's almost the same type of packaging that comes with the Rift, except it's not, I don't want to say as high quality, but it's still pretty nice. So right inside we can see the two touch controllers themselves. So there's one, two touch controllers. We get a little box up here. This has in it the starter pack and I think a USB extender. Oh, this is for Rock Band. It comes with a little attachment that you put on the Rock Band guitar, and this allows you to play Rock Band in VR. Then it comes with two batteries. Now each of these controllers takes one AA battery. Also inside the box we get an extra sensor. Setup of the Oculus Rift is actually very simple. All you have to do is go to oculus.com/setup and click on the download button and it will start a download. Once you've actually got that downloaded and installed, you can start with the actual setup itself. And the setup is, like I said before, very simple. It will go through the entire process of getting everything synced up with your computer, all your sensors positioned, and at the end you even get a little demo of how to use everything so you're not going into VR completely unknowing of everything. Now, as far as my VR setup goes, mine is relatively simple. I have one sensor on my front desk. My headset is sitting on the front of my computer using a Oculus Rift puck, as NZXT calls it. Now, at the very back of my room, I actually have a second sensor. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. That is the second sensor right back there. That is on the opposite side of the room, so I get a full 360-degree viewing experience. Once you are done with the actual setup itself, you can start playing some games. So during this deal, you can actually get 2 games free. Eve Valkyrie, which is kind of a space flight type game where you end up flying a spaceship and shooting enemies. Or you can get Robo Recall, which is actually a super cool game where you get to go around and recall robots or just destroy robots. And there's a ton of levels. There's 4 or 5 different weapons you can choose from, along with a ton of different attachments you can attach to your weapon. Gameplay with the Oculus Rift is also a ton of fun, especially with the touch controllers. It makes everything so much more immersive. It definitely puts some things in perspective, especially when playing games like Minecraft in VR, which you're normally playing on a PC screen, but this time you're actually standing next to whatever you're killing, whatever you're mining, and it's actually super cool to play Minecraft in VR. It makes me want to play it all over again. Now, you've heard me talk about nothing but good things about this Oculus Rift, but everything is not as good as it seems. There are 2 major downsides to the Oculus Rift that I can actually sense as of right now. The Oculus Rift is getting somewhat old. So the Oculus Rift was released back in 2016, March 28th, 2016, and though it is an amazing piece of equipment, since then, monitors and like screens and stuff have gotten much better, such as my Galaxy S8 that I'm using to record this little bit right here on. It's supposed to be one of the best screens on a smartphone as of right now, and this entire phone is about the same size as the Oculus Rift, like length and height wise, it is the same exact size. And I actually had the opportunity, I didn't actually use the Samsung Gear VR that they sell, but I used like an off-brand version, and it did look very good in VR. Being a smartphone and everything, I actually thought it might have looked better than the Oculus Rift, just because of how amazing this screen on the S8 is. Which gets me to my point that the screen on the Oculus Rift is starting to get a little outdated, which hopefully soon Oculus will be releasing a version 2 of the Rift. And then now to my second downside. Now, the second biggest downside to the Oculus Rift is the amount of games you can play. Now, I will admit there are a ton of games on Oculus's little app type thing, and on Steam there are a ton of games. But the downside to all the games is that they're mostly arcade games. They're mostly small games that you play for a day or two, and there's no story to them. You just play them for a little bit and then you're done. At least as far as I've found. I know they are coming out with Fallout 4 VR. If not, they already have come out with Fallout 4 VR, which should definitely increase the amount of people getting VR and increasing the amount of games that are going to be starting to come out for VR. So hopefully in the near future, maybe Oculus will come out with a version 2 of the Oculus Rift, and maybe they'll start coming out with some more games. So what are my final thoughts on the Oculus Rift? Well, definitely a super cool piece of equipment. You have to try one at least once. They are a ton of fun to actually just mess around with. I know I recently downloaded Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. It's an amazing game. I definitely recommend you get it. You get in there, it's an arcade game, but there are a ton of levels you can choose from, and you could spend hours upon hours. I spent an hour today. It felt like 10 minutes. Time goes by that quick. You get to experiment with all kinds of guns. There are a ton of things you can do with certain games, such as Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. You can even play Minecraft or really anything. It depends on what you want to play. So I definitely recommend you go out to maybe Best Buy or some other place that actually gives out free demos of the Oculus Rift. I recommend you go out and try one of those. Those are super cool. That is the main reason I got mine, because I went to Best Buy and I tried out the demo. I played some wizard game. I can't remember what it's called. It starts with a U, but I can't remember what it's called. It was a ton of fun. I played it and I immediately had to go out and buy one, but they were $800 at the time, so I waited a little bit and they ended up coming down to $400. So I went out and purchased one, and I definitely don't regret getting it. So there's a ton of fun to have with this headset. So I definitely recommend you guys go out and try one. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching my review of the Oculus Rift. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like below. Comment any videos you guys might want to see in the future. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.